And good evening. Welcome to Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. This is Brett Byler with the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in to us tonight. Tonight we have a girls matchup in AA with the 8-1 Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles versus the 6-0 O'Gorman Lady Knights. Knights 3-0 at home on this season. The Golden Eagles 2-1 on the road. The Knights sitting first in power points right now, while the Golden Eagles are fifth. Aberdeen Central is coming off their last win, or last game was last Tuesday, the 9th, at Watertown, a 41-35 win. They'll play again on Thursday, the 18th of January at T-Area at 7 o'clock. That's a makeup game from this past Saturday, January 13th, that was canceled against the T-Area Lady Titans. So 8-1 Aberdeen Central, averaging 49.7 points a game, allowing only 42.7. They're 5-0 this year in games decided by 10 points or less. 1-1 versus teams with winning records. They're coached by Michaela Archigo in her third year. For the Lady Knights, they are averaging 60.3 points a game, 28.2 points against, a plus 32.1 point differential. Their closest game was 17 against Sioux City West on December 16th. Their last game was on Friday, the 5th of January, so they've been off for over a week with some cancellation or postponements. Last week, due to weather, they defeated Watertown 66-26. On January 5th, their next game will be this Thursday against Lincoln at 7 o'clock at O'Gorman, and Saturday the 20th against Roosevelt at 2:30. Knights will start the same five as they started all year. Lucy Moore, Molly Abdouche, two senior guards, Sydney Tervine, a sophomore guard, Julia Eggert, a junior forward, and Wang Akoi, a senior center. Knights are coached by Kent Colesrud. For the Gold Eagles, they'll start Arlie Waldo, a senior guard, number 11, number 20, Madison Miller, a senior guard, number 23, Katie Withers, a senior forward, number 33, Lauren Burkhardt, a freshman forward, and number 44, Taryn Hermanson, a sophomore center. You can watch a game on the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel, and the tip is controlled by the Golden Eagles with Waldo bringing up the front court. Knights in their 2-3 zone defense. Down low is Hermanson. She's blocked by Eggert the first time, blocked again, but there'll be a foul on the second attempt that will put the sophomore Taryn Hermanson to the line. That'll be Julia Eggert's first foul. Hermanson's free throw is good. Second one on the way for the sophomore. That one a little long. Rebound by Julia Eggert. O'Gorman's going to push the pace. Sydney Tervine with it. She'll go up the front court. Left-handed layup is good. So coast to coast, Sydney Tervine puts the Knights on the board. Now they're going to get their diamond press started. Waldo has it now over to Withers, and she'll lose it. Intercepted by Lucy Moore, looking for Julia Eggert. Gets it back, and she is fouled at the basket. That foul will be on Katie Withers. So kind of like we were talking about in the Watertown game on January 5th, even if you break that initial press, get past half court, O'Gorman's still going to be trapping. They got about 3/4 quarters court. There was a turnover, led to a leak out, and then a foul, but first free throw was missed by Eggert. So you can never really relax when you have the ball against that O'Gorman swarming defense. Second free throw on the way by Julia Eggert, and that one is good. Knights again setting up the press. Burkhardt's pass is intercepted by Tervine. She'll jump stop from the free throw line. Her shot's off. Eggert offensive rebound, no good. Rebound by Hermanson. She'll get over to Madison Miller, and she'll get it past half court, setting up the offense for the Golden Eagles. Down low, Burkhardt is swarmed by Akoi and Moore. She turns it over. Here comes Eggert, another turnover by Aberdeen Central. Molly Abdouche all the way to the basket. 5-1 lead for O'Gorman. That inbounds pass almost gets a half court to Burkhardt. Miller has it. She will get past half court. Get it around Lucy Moore. Down low to Hermanson. Had it, lost it. Turnover again for Aberdeen. Lucy Moore with it. Needs help. And Molly Abdush has it. And that'll be I was wondering about that. It took a long time for O'Gorman to get the ball across half court and they get a 10-second violation because Lucy Moore held it for about 4 seconds. So O'Gorman with their first turnover of the game. Let's see if Aberdeen Central, who got a basket on their first possession by a free throw, their only points. The rest of their possessions have been turnovers. Waldo with it, trapped. Over to Miller, and Okoye knocks it out of bounds. Three seniors, a sophomore and a freshman starting for Aberdeen Central. Miller in the corner to Withers. Burkhardt, nice catch at the top of the key. Over to Miller, down low. Hermanson trying to post up Okoye. Terveen almost intercepts it. Hermanson out to Waldo, and that will be a turnover. Good idea by Aberdeen Central, but just that, again, that swarming defense, long arms for O'Gorman. So Aberdeen Central is going to jump back into a 1-2-2 zone. Burkhardt at the top of it. Lucy Moore, corner three is short. Rebound controlled by Waldo. Waldo gets about the three-point line, over to Burkhardt, down low. Up to Hermanson, trying to get down low to Burkhardt, and she throws it away. So theme of the first about 2.5 minutes for Aberdeen Central is turnovers. Just all kinds of turnovers offensively, not even getting shots up at the basket. O'Gorman, early 4-point lead. Here's Abdush, step back jumper from about 18 feet away is good. Molly Abdush for three, Knights up 8-1, 5 early points for the SDSU recruit. Here comes Burkhardt, 2-on-1, jump stop. Her shot is short. Nice rebound down low by Withers, who misses a short jumper. Here comes Lucy Moore. Two nice looks for Aberdeen Central. There'll be a foul on Madison Miller. It's not a bad foul. Kind of stopped the little fast break the Knights had. I think Withers just kind of rushed that second shot after the first shot kind of got half blocked by Okoye. So in for Aberdeen Central is Emma Dorr, number 13, a sophomore guard, and Kennedy Withers, a sophomore forward. 12 and 13. Here's a steal by Waldo. Over to Dorr, back to Waldo. Withers looking for some help, and she'll throw it away. Lucy Moore with the intercept. Here comes Moore down the left side of the basket. Left-handed layup too strong. Back to Ager, back out to Lucy Moore. Corner three, no good. Owang Okoye offensive rebound. Down low, low block. Here's Julia Ager, jump stop, no good. Rebound by Withers, by Katie Withers. And Katie Withers' pass is knocked away by Molly Abdush. She'll have a layup. 10-1 O'Gorman at the halfway point here of the first quarter. Over to Kennedy Withers. Waldo gets past it, and she's now trapped. Over to Dorr, back to Waldo. Corner is Katie Withers. She'll go in, rejected by Owang Okoye. Nice push in the pace. Terveen for three, no good. Rebound by Owang Okoye. The lefty shoots it up, and it's good. 12-0 run for O'Gorman. Aberdeen had the first points, and O'Gorman scored the next 12. Trapped is Withers. She'll get it over to Burkhardt. Over to Katie Withers. Burkhardt looking down low to Waldo, and that one is tipped away, and good job by Terveen hitting it off Burkhardt. O'Gorman will regain possession, and there'll be three subs for the Knights. Ruby Moore, Peyton Peterson, Claire Benson in. Ava Yeski, number 22, a sophomore guard, has checked in for Aberdeen Central. Hermanson also back in. Abdush for 3 is good. Molly Abdush, 10 early points for O'Gorman. (15-1) Knights, 2:56 left in the first quarter. Here is Yeski. She's trapped. Gets it over to Dorr now for a 3 by Kennedy Withers. No good. Ball is out of bounds. O'Gorman will have possession. Madison Miller checking in. Waldo checking out. Burkhardt in. Kennedy Withers out. Aberdeen playing a lot of girls so far here in the first quarter. 15-1 Knights. Here's Abdush. Now man-to-man defense by Aberdeen Central. Ruby Moore gets tied up. Possession will stay with O'Gorman. Initially, I almost thought it might be a travel, but it's a jump ball. Peterson hands off to Abdush. She'll shoot again from 3. That one's a little bit strong. Rebound by Yeski. Madison Miller to Yeski, and she might have traveled. Throws it out of bounds. It'll stay with Aberdeen Central. Katie Withers in, replacing Emma Dorr. Julia Eggert in for O'Gorman, replacing Awanga Coy. Yeski over to Miller. Down low to Burkhardt, and there's the first field goal for Aberdeen Central, scored by Lauren Burkhardt, the freshman. Here is Ruby Moore for 3 is good. So second time O'Gorman after an Aberdeen basketball go all the way down and get a quick basket of their own. Little 4-out, 5-out offense. Here is Peterson all the way to the basket, scores the layup. So Peyton Peterson on the board. Miller to Hermanson. To Burkhardt. They have a Katie Withers way open, and she'll score the basket. Nice pass by Burkhardt. And Katie Withers gets the basket as they break the press. Yeski with the steal. Here comes Miller. Down low, Hermanson. Good idea. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Aberdeen Central. Waldo in, Yeski out. Lucy Moore back in for O'Gorman. Molly Abdush taking her first rest. Corner is Waldo driving. Her shot is rejected by Julia Eggert. Here comes Ruby Moore to Peyton Peterson. Her layup is good. Nice pass by Ruby Moore. Good finish with a left hand by Peyton Peterson. Waldo to Burkhardt to Hermanson. And they're going to call her for a travel as she took one extra step as she is going toward the basket. Kennedy Withers back in for Aberdeen Central. She'll replace Lauren Burkhardt. 22-5 O'Gorman. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. All Knights here opening quarter. Claire Benson over to Lucy Moore. Right wing, back to Benson. Step back, 19-footer is good. Claire Benson, nice shot. 6 different Knights on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. Here's Waldo. Is trapped by Peterson and Lucy Moore. Hermanson, nice spin move for the basket. Gorman, let's see if they hold for the final shot. 8 seconds left. Here's Ruby Moore. Shot is no good. And I think Ruby Moore will get the foul. And she will, reaching in, as Kennedy Withers have possession of the rebound for the Golden Eagles. 24-7, 3.4 seconds left. Aberdeen has to go full length of the court here. Hermanson going to take it inbounds to Miller to Waldo. Her shot from 3/4 court, a little short. At the end of the first quarter here at O'Gorman High School, it's the Lady Knights 24, the Golden Eagles 7. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter. All right, welcome back to O'Gorman High School. Knights leading the Lady Golden Eagles 24-7. Start of the second quarter. It'll be Aberdeen Central's ball first. O'Gorman back in that 2-3 zone. Here is Waldo with Madison Miller, Lauren Burkhardt, Katie Withers, and Taryn Hermanson, your 5 starters for the Golden Eagles. 5 starters back in for O'Gorman Steele. Here's Sydney Turvine all the way to the basket, lays it up, and is good. Ooh, dangerous inbounds pass. Wake there in the front row as it knocks out of bounds. He'll stay with the Golden Eagles. Want to welcome all our viewers from the Hub City and Aberdeen watching tonight's live stream. Thanks for joining in. Aberdeen Central trying to get past half court. They do. Over to Katie Withers in the baseline. She's trapped by 2 Knights, and that ball is turned over. Lucy Moore up in front of the break, and her layup's a little strong. Rebound by Madison Miller. Good hustle by her to kind of challenge that layup. Probably nice for both of these teams being back on the court. O'Gorman's been off for about a week and a half. A couple of games last week were postponed due to weather. Aberdeen Central, they've been off now a week. They had a game this past Saturday postponed due to weather. So the weather last week in South Dakota, not very convenient for a lot of high school boys and girls basketball. Actually, the boys for both these squads are playing right now up at Aberdeen Central High School, so we'll try to get an update on that game maybe at halftime. Here is Hermanson, no good. If anyone's on the live stream right now and knows the score of the boys game, you can definitely type that out, and I can take a look at that as well. 26-7 is the score here at O'Gorman High School. Start of the second quarter, about a minute past. O'Gorman up right now by 19, 26-7. Molly Abdush, a leading score with 10. Taryn Hermanson leads Aberdeen Central with 3. Here's Abdush. Thought about the 3. Good defense and a little bit too tight of defense as Madison Miller knocks her over. She'll get a personal foul. It'll be her second first team foul. O'Gorman back in action here on Thursday night against Sioux Falls Lincoln and Saturday afternoon against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. That Roosevelt game's a doubleheader with the boys playing at 4, girls playing at 2:30. Down low is Julia Agert, almost made the shot. A little bit strong rebound by Hermanson, and she is going to travel. Good defense by Agert that time. Aberdeen Central's next game will be on Thursday as well. They're at T area. That's a makeup game from this past Saturday. Turnover. Here is Hermanson with it. She'll go all the way. I think it was Sydney Turvine knocked it out of bounds. So stay with Aberdeen Central. So it's hard for me to see under this basket of Aberdeen Central. That lower baseline's kind of blocked off where I'm staying in the balcony. Turnover. Abdush with the steal. Here's Lucy Moore. Lucy all the way in, and she's fouled on the left-handed layup attempt since she'll get 2 free throws. kind of two different styles of play here. O'Gorman, they just want to play like a track meet. Just get the ball, run, play really, really fast. And Aberdeen Central kind of the opposite. They just would rather, if they can, slow it down, play more of a shot clock game. Lucy Moore's free throw is good. Waldo checks out. Kaylee Donut is in for the first time, a sophomore guard, number 15. For the Golden Eagles. Second free throw by Lucy Moore is front rim, rolls in for 2. So Lucy Moore is on the board. So all 5 starters for the Knights have scored, along with 3 girls. All 3 girls have played at the bench. So 8 different Knights have scored here in the first 10 minutes of the ball game. There's Burkhardt's shot, no good. Nice rebound by Hermits, and just a little strong on the putback. Lucy Moore to Cindy Turvine. She's trying to get to Ager. Too much traffic down low. And Yeski will get the steal, and she's fouled by Ager. That time is one too many passes for O'Gorman. You got so many girls in such a congested area. About 2 or 3 Lady Knights and 2 Golden Eagles there. It's hard to do a pass like that and get it complete. So Ager will go to the bench. She now has 2 fouls. Aberdeen Central breaks the press, and Burkhardt gets it over to Hermanson. Emma Dorr, number 13, is back in for Aberdeen Central. Donut over to Yeski, down low to Burkhardt. She's double teamed. Back out to Yeski, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Down low, Hermanson. Her shot is good off the glass. Nice turnaround jumper by the sophomore Taryn Hermanson. She has 5 points. 28-9. O'Gorman leading 5:10 left here in the second quarter. Nice possession that time by Aberdeen Central. Took down the shot clock and ended up with a basket. Here's a turnover for O'Gorman. Emma Dorr with the steal. Down low. Trying to get to Burkhardt. That pass is just a little high. Ruby Moore in for O'Gorman. Claire Benson also in. And Peyton Peterson in, checking out as Agert, Turvine, and Lucy Moore. Molly Abdouche over to Peyton Peterson. Man-to-man defense now for Aberdeen Central. Coy out to Abdouche. Corner is Ruby Moore. Thought out the 3. Dribbles in. Peterson for 3. No good. Loose ball. Good rebound by Burkhardt. Dorr looking for help. And you're going to get a timeout by Aberdeen Central. So that's one thing when you get to the press, you want to try to keep that live dribble, because once you pick it up like she did right there, she got trapped and then had really nowhere to go. So we have a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. Knights leading the Golden Eagles 28-9, 4:16 left here in the second quarter. Welcome back. I have a low-scoring second quarter. We're at the about halfway point. O'Gorman scored 4 points this quarter. Aberdeen Central scored 2. Aberdeen Central ball. So timeout has saved the 10-second violation. They still haven't got past half quarter. Now we're halfway through the shot clock. Down low is turned over, looking for Kennedy Withers. Now Claire Benson is trapped. She'll look for Peterson. That's thrown away. Stolen. Knocked out by Abdouche. Waldo with it. Trying to get Hermanson the ball down in the post. Now they got it to her. She'll do the left-handed hook, no good. Rebound by Okoye, and they're going to call a foul on Kennedy Withers. Hermanson, she's done a good job of building in the post, showing she can go over each shoulder. We've seen the kind of the right-handed sky hook type fadeaway shot and also the left hand at that time. So good post moves for her. The issue for Aberdeen Central is just getting her the ball, with all the ball pressure getting past half court without turning it over. Ruby Moore thought about the three. Good close on defense that time. Here's Abdouche for three is good. Molly Abdouche with 13 points, her first point since the first quarter, gives the Knights a 22-point lead, 31-9. Donut down low, looking for Kennedy Withers. That pass is knocked away. Lauren Burkhardt back in for Aberdeen Central. The Golden Eagles get the ball inbounds, down low to Hermanson. Her shot is no good. Fight for it. Hermanson with the left hand, no good. Hits it back and scores it. So Taryn Hermanson, good job sticking with it. On her third attempt, she'll get the basket to go in. 31-11, O'Gorman, 2:41 left in the second quarter from O'Gorman High School. Nice drive by Sydney Turvine using the left hand. Good strength, allowing the bump not to affect her. 33-11 Knights. That'll be point 6 for Turvine. Waldo is trapped, almost throws it away. Door down low to Burkhardt. She is double teamed. Waldo thought about the three. Trying to get down low to Burkhardt. That's stolen by Ruby Moore. Lucy Moore to Peyton Peterson, short. Rebound by Taryn Hermanson. Knights back in the 2-3 zone. Three out, two in approach for Aberdeen Central. That three is no good. Burkhardt gets it back, no good. Hermanson is good. So 9 points for Taryn Hermanson. Aberdeen Central really controlling the glass here in the last minute or so of the second quarter. There's a three-pointer, no good by Sydney Turvine. Peyton Peterson offensive rebound putback is good. So Peyton Peterson, 6 points off the bench for her. Good rebound, or excuse me, good dribbling by Donut. Gets past the defenders. Almost throws it away. Dorr has it. Here's a three-pointer by Dorr. No good. Rebound by Peterson. Well, 2-on-2 now. Peterson Euro steps in and scores it. Nice job by her going from the left to right. Euro steps it in. But she draws the foul. The foul is on number 12, Kennedy Withers. Excuse me, the foul was on Donut, her first. Fourth team foul. (37-13) O'Gorman. 41.7 seconds left here in the second quarter. One free throw by Peyton Peterson. O'Gorman band looking like they're ready just to the left of me to play a little bit at halftime. Free throw is up and good. Julia Eger comes in replacing Peyton Peterson. Yuski kind of dribbling down the baseline over to Hermanson. Over to Burkhardt. She's fouled by Molly Abdouche. Three-pointer by Katie Katie Withers, no good. Lucy Moore has it. Over to Okoye. So Gorman could have the final shot here. Shot clock, 12 seconds left. Good defense on Abdush. But she travels. So good job by Yeski on the defensive end. 38-13 Knights leading. 4.4 seconds left. Aberdeen would have to go the whole length of the court here for a basket. Over to Yeski. And that will be how the second quarter ends. So at halftime from O'Gorman High School, it's a 6-0 O'Gorman Lady Knights 38, the 8-1 Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles 13. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the second half. You're listening to the O'Gorman Knights basketball on the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. And welcome back. Got a few scores to report now in South Dakota AA boys and girls basketball. Let's start in AA boys. O'Gorman and Aberdeen Central, it's 8-5 Knights. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Jefferson Cavalier boys up on Yankton 26-22. Pierre up on Douglas 30-15. Also going on is Roosevelt and Harrisburg. That's matchup of 3 versus 1. Watertown and T area, and Huron and Brookings. Huron Brookings game is at the Huron Arena. Watertown and T is at the Watertown Civic Arena. In girls action tonight, Harrisburg defeats Roosevelt 46-42. Huron up on Brookings 36-28 at the end of 3 quarters. Jefferson up on Yankton 23-11. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. T area hosts Watertown. That's a 7 o'clock tip-off. Don't have a score report on that one. And Pierre and Douglas. That's 8 o'clock Mountain Time up in Douglas. So both teams out on the court. Knights leading 38-13 at halftime. Start of the third quarter will be about a few seconds away. Knights at 24-7. After the first quarter, they then outscored Aberdeen 14-6 in the second quarter. And they have a 25-point lead. First possession here in the third quarter. It's Aberdeen Central ball down low looking for Burkhardt. That ball hit the rim. Nice save by Waldo. Gets it down low to Lauren Burkhardt. She's fouled, and she'll have 2 free throws. That'll be a Wang Akoi. That'll be her first foul. The leading scorers in the first half, Taryn Hermanson, 9 for Aberdeen Central. Molly Abdush, 13 for O'Gorman. First free throw a little bit long for Hermanson. She'll have 1 more. And Lauren Hermanson makes the second one. She has 3 points tonight. Man-to-man defense for Aberdeen Central starts the third quarter. Lucy Moore, 3-point shot is in and out and in. So Lucy Moore with the 3. Waldo was trapped by Abdush. That will stay with Aberdeen Central. Madison Miller looking for help. She does get it into Waldo. Corner, Katie Withers down low to Hermanson. Her shot no good. Offensive rebound, and she is fouled by Akoi. So Hermanson trying to get into double figures here. She'll have 2 free throws. First free throw by Hermanson is good. And she makes the both. So 11 points for Hermanson. It's now 41-16. O'Gorman leading Aberdeen Central. Abdush up the front court. Over to Egger to Akoi. Now low Lucy Moore back out to Cindy Tervine. Driving baseline floater, no good. And there'll be a rebound by Egert, and she's on the floor. It'll be a foul. Hermanson will pick up the foul. And she knocks it away. Screen and roll. Here's Abdush all the way. Gets a tough shot to go in. Playing through contact that time. Nice shot by Molly Abdush. She has a game-high 15 points. See if Aberdeen Central has better luck against the press here in the third quarter than they did here in the first half. And they're going to call a 30-second timeout by Aberdeen Central, just getting that timeout before the 10-second violation. We'll stay right here. Knights leading 43-16. Again, the boys game going on over at Aberdeen Central High School right now. Knights will be back in action. Lady Knights here on Thursday night against Sioux Falls Lincoln and Saturday against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. So both teams back on the court. Aberdeen Central in their black tops, black shorts, blue and yellow stripes. O'Gorman in their home white tops, white bottoms, blue stripes. This is Brett Byler at the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in to the O'Gorman fans and also the Aberdeen Central fans tonight. Long three-point attempt by Katie Withers is a little bit strong. Rebound by Terveen. Molly Abdush out in front of the pack, all the way to the basket, scores it. Molly Abdush putting the speed on that time. Here's Burkhart with a Coy back. Her shot is a little strong. Fighting for the rebounds, Madison Miller, and it'll stay with the Golden Eagles. Miller going to Katie Withers' corner. Three look good, just a little strong. Rebound by Burkhart, short on the follow through. That will stay with Aberdeen Central that time. Golden Eagles definitely getting better looks here at the start of the third quarter as they did in the start of the ball game. Just haven't put a few open looks down here in the third quarter. Withers out to Miller. There's a three-pointer by her, a little long. Rebound by Julia Eggert. Knights pushing the pace up. Douche over to Lucy Moore for the layup. Nice pass by Molly. Nice steal by Terveen. The shot is no good by Eggert. Here comes Aberdeen Central. And there's a steal by Julia Eggert. Miller was looking for Hermanson. Ooh, down low looking for a Coy pass, a little strong. So back-to-back turnovers for both teams. Now we got some subs. We have Dorr and Yeski in for Aberdeen Central. The three subs for O'Gorman simultaneously are Ruby Moore, Peyton Pearson, and Claire Benson, replacing Eggert, Lucy Moore, and Sydney Terveen. So Dorr over to Katie Withers, over to Yeski. Withers for threes, got it. So the first three-pointer of the game make for Aberdeen Central is by Katie Withers. Peterson, left-handed scooper is good. So Peyton Pearson is in double figures off the bench for the Knights. I believe that's 10 for her. Steal by Abdush. Lauren Burkhart was looking for Hermanson. Shot is no good by Lucy Moore. Ruby Moore with a nice backwards layup. Using glass. (51-19). O'Gorman leading, 3:46 left here in the third quarter. Dorr looking for some help over to Yeski. Back to Dorr for three is good. So Aberdeen Central back-to-back three-pointers. Nice shot by Emma Dorr. Molly Abdush answers back with the three. So both teams offensively shooting the ball well here in the third quarter. Knights increase that lead, though. 54-22, 3:14 left. Yeski thought about the three. A retreat. They'll almost lose it. Back to Yeski in the corner. That three is a little long. Ruby Moore has it. The Peterson. Her shot is short. Rebound by Katie Withers. Here is Burkar for three, a little bit long. Okoye can't corral that rebound. Yeski has it. Another possession for the Golden Eagles. Katie Withers for three is fouled, and she makes the three. So the rare 4-point play opportunity by Withers. Her second three of the quarter. Ruby Moore will pick up the foul for O'Gorman. Second foul on Ruby Moore. So Aberdeen Central had 13 points in the first half. They have 12 points here in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. So our offense, again, includes 3 3-pointers. That free throw is missed. Abdush has double-teamed Claire Benson out to Ager. There's a turnover that time, and she's looking for Abdush. Waldo brings it up for the Golden Eagles. Abdush with a steal. And she is fouled by Katie Withers. So 2 free throws from Molly Abdush. Abdush's first free throw is good. 21 points for Molly Abdush. And she makes the second free throw. Little celebration here. I wonder if that's her 1,000th point. All right, got it right. Good guess by me. So that's 1,000th point for Molly Abdush there to stop the game. Just for a second, she has a ball signed, given to her by Coach Kent Colsrud. So great accomplishment for her, the senior guard going to South Dakota State. Will join the club here, O'Gorman, the 1,000-point club. Molly's been playing since her freshman year. So cool for her to do it here at home at O'Gorman High School. So we're just going to have a little delay here, and we'll get back to basketball. 56-25 O'Gorman leading. So it looks like we might have a little bit of a timeout. So we'll take a quick break. 1:52 left here in the third quarter. So both teams back on the court now after the Abdush 1,000th point on her 2 free throws. She has 22 a game high, and she checks out. So Ruby Moore, Peyton Peterson, Lucy Moore, Claire Benson, and Julia Eggert are your 5 for O'Gorman. Katie Withers, Yeski, Waldo, Hermanson, and Kennedy Withers are your 5 for Aberdeen Central. Or if we have a little clock issue, or see Aberdeen's going to take the ball out of bounds. The ref's talking to the people at the scorer's table right now. Katie Withers over to Waldo. Waldo looking down low to Kennedy Withers. That ball is tipped away by Claire Benson. Peyton Pearson out front. Can't catch the ball. Turnover. Here comes Aberdeen Central. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Golden Eagles ball down 56-25. Katie Withers in corner. No good. Fight for the rebound. We're going to stay with Aberdeen Central. So Sydney Chervine in for Claire Benson. We have a running clock with O'Gorman up by 31 points. Clock is running, so keep an eye on that. Withers' shot is no good. Rebound out to Yeski. 6 seconds left. 5. Dribble is Waldo. Her shot is no good. Hermanson shot at the buzzer is also no good, and that's how the third quarter will end. So after 3 quarters here at O'Gorman High School, it's the O'Gorman Knights 56, the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles 25. We'll be back in about 30 seconds for the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening to O'Gorman Girls Basketball on the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. All right, we do got an update on the boys' games. Thanks to Robin Schlimgen. It's OG boys out 13-8 after the first quarter. Thank you for that. Keep an eye on that one, too, in our post-game show. Get you up to date. Here is the Knights girls starting the ball in the fourth quarter with the ball. Here is Abdouche for 3 short. Rebound by Madison Miller for the Golden Eagles. Knights up 56-25. The Lady Knights outscored Aberdeen Central 18-12 in the third quarter. Aberdeen Central did hit 3 3-pointers in the third quarter. Only had 13 points at halftime, so 12 points in the third quarter. A positive quarter offensively for the Golden Eagles, and they turn it over here. Abdouche with another steal. Over to Sydney Turvine, and she will get fouled on the close shot. So she'll have 2 free throws. Good. Unselfish play by Molly Abdouche that time. Katie Withers picks up her 3rd foul. Turvine's free throw is good. Sydney has 7 tonight. Sophomore guard will have 1 more free throw. Second one is a little strong rebound by Lauren Burkhardt. So Madison Miller, Waldo Burkhardt, both Katie and Kennedy Withers, and in for the Golden Eagles. Loose ball. Here comes Lucy Moore. Eggers shot no good. Rebound by Kennedy Withers. Knights will drop back into that 2-3 zone, so probably not going to see much pressing here. No need to do that up by 32. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. Turvine with the steal. Coming up the front court, she'll do a little floater, no good. And she is knocked down. Good sportsmanship by Kennedy Withers, picking her up. Waldo over to Madison Miller. Out to Katie Withers. Katie Withers hit 2 3-pointers in the third quarter. Burkhardt. So now a shot clock down to 10. Here's Katie Withers. Baseline jump shot. No good. Rebound Lucy Moore. Knight's going to run with it. Here's Abdouche stepping into a 3 is good. $25 points for Molly Abdouche. So we're going to see some substitutions for O'Gorman. So see a lot of some girls off the bench play a lot of this fourth quarter for the Knights. So Coy, Lucy Moore, and Molly Abdouche check out for O'Gorman. Ruby Moore, Claire Benson, Peyton Peterson check in. Hermanson is back in for Aberdeen Central, as is Emma Dorr. Here's Dorr with it out to Hermanson. To Katie Withers. Corner, three-pointer for Dorr is in and out. Hermanson rebounds it and puts it back up and scores it. So Taryn Hermanson gets another basket. (60-27), 4:48 left here in the running clock in the fourth quarter. 13 points for Taryn Hermanson to lead Aberdeen Central. Terveen, nice spin move, left-handed shot is short. She gets it back and no good on the putback. Peterson out to Claire Benson. She dribbles in. Here's Ruby Moore. Her shot is short. Rebound by Taryn Hermanson. Julia Eger, she's always kind of hanging right around there too. Always kind of looking for the steal on the rebound on that first pass after the rebound. Hermanson posting up. Claire Benson trying to get in front of her. Down low. Shot is no good by Kennedy Withers. Hermanson has it back. Shot clock still going. The ball did not hit the rim. That shot is no good. Kennedy Withers, offensive rebound. She's fouled by, I believe, Agert, so she'll have 2 free throws. Clock does stop. That running clock will stop on free throw attempts. So the lefty, Kennedy Withers, in and out on the free throw. Kaylee Donut in, as well as Ava Yeski for Aberdeen Central. More substitutions for O'Gorman. We'll get to those ladies when we get up to the front court. One more free throw by Kennedy Withers. That one's up and strong. Rebound by Donut, so Aberdeen Central regain possession. Pass is stolen away by Ruby Moore. She gets it over to Makuska. Back to Ruby Moore. To Tyla Mooney. Down low to Ruth Dvorak. Her shot is no good. Ashton Barron's also in for Aberdeen Central, number 34, a sophomore forward for the first time. Lizzie Catman is the other O'Gorman Knight in for the first time. So Makusa, Catman, Dvorak, Mooney, and Ruby Moore, your 5 for O'Gorman. Ruby for 3, no good. Dvorak with the rebound. Over to Catman, and there's a loose ball on the floor, jump ball. Camden Borge and Taylin Clefman are in the game for the first time for Aberdeen Central. Clefman, number 14. Borge, number 30. Clefman, a sophomore. Borge, an 8th grader. Lizzie Catman goes all the way for the basket. So the junior Catman with a nice drive to the basket. 62-27 O'Gorman leading. 2 minutes left here in the ball game. Clefman needing help over to Borge. That shot in the corner, no good. By Withers. Here comes Ruby Moore. Layup is good. Nice pass by Tyler Mooney. Donut with it. Looking for help. Over to Borge. Guarded by Dvorak. Clefman, 10 on the shot clock. Down low. Nice look. Pass a little bit strong as Kennedy Withers couldn't corral it. Minute left, 64-27. Lady Knights leading the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Mooney brings up the front court. Coming to Ruby Moore. Here's Makuska. Lost a little contact in there as she drove to the basket. Shot is no good by Withers. Back out to Clefman. She's in trouble, and ball stolen away by Catman. So Lizzie Catman with it. Over to Ruby Moore. To Tyla Mooney. I think she's going to just hold the ball. Even though the student section is encouraging her to shoot it, she's not going to shoot it. So she'll dribble out the clock with 3, 2, 1, and there's your final tonight at O'Gorman High School. The Lady Knights improved to 7-0 on the season with a 64-27 win over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles to fall to 8-2 on the season. We'll take a quick break and we'll do a quick pregame wrap-up, and we'll be back here in about 40 seconds. You're listening to O'Gorman Knights Lady Basketball here on the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. Welcome back. You can kind of see on the court now that Molly Abdush is going to picture with all the O'Gorman Lady Knights basketball girls for a 1,000 point. And the final score tonight was the Lady Knights 64, the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles 27. This game was all O'Gorman from the start. They went up 24-7 at the end of the first quarter, 10 points from Molly Abdush. A lot of turnovers for Aberdeen Central. It was the O'Gorman defense just creating turnover after turnover after turnover, kind of the theme of the first quarter. O'Gorman then outscored the Golden Eagles 14-6 in the second frame to take the lead into halftime at 25. They increased their lead by 6 as they went up to 56-25 at the end of 3, and then the running clock throughout the fourth quarter. Knights were led by senior guard Molly Abdush, who had 25 points, and she reached on her 22nd point 1,000 points for her career at O'Gorman. So really cool thing to see. Molly has been playing the varsity level for O'Gorman since her freshman year, where she came off the bench, and she started now the last 3 years. She is committed to play college basketball at SDSU. So kind of a cool moment to get the 1,000th point, especially doing it here at home at O'Gorman High School. The Golden Eagles, they were led in the game by Hermanson, Taryn Hermanson. She had 13 points. Kennedy Withers had 8 points. Aberdeen Central got a little offense going in the third quarter. They had 12 points in the third quarter after only having 13 points in the first half. Only scored 2 points in that running clock fourth quarter. So we'll see with the Golden Eagles. They've won a lot of close games this year, 8-0 or 5-0 in games decided by 10 points or less. An 8-1 record coming up. Excuse me, 8-1 record coming into the ball game. So a lot of season left about the halfway point now, 8-2. We'll see kind of how they finished in their last 10 games. They're sitting 5 right now in power points. O'Gorman 7-0 on the season. They're sitting 1 in power points now, 4-0 at home. Again, their closest game this year has been 17 points, so they've all been blowouts. The Lady Knights will be back in action on Thursday night here at O'Gorman. They take on Sioux Falls Lincoln, who's kind of had a rough season, 0-8 on the season. That'll be probably around about a 6:45 start, and then they have the game on Saturday, which is a doubleheader with the boys against Roosevelt. Blake Blake's team, Blake Bradfield, are 2-5 in the season. So the girls against Roosevelt will be 2:30, boys around 4 in that doubleheader. The O'Gorman boys, they're playing up in Aberdeen Central right now. We'll just give me 1 second. I'll try to get a few scores for you. All right, we'll do some girls' scores first in AA tonight. Number 3, Harrisburg 46, Roosevelt 42. That game was at Roosevelt. Huron with a girls win over Brookings at the Huron Arena, 54-36. T area leads Watertown at halftime at T, 31-21. Jefferson all over Yankton tonight at Jefferson High School, 42-18. That game is having 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Again, your Knights beating Aberdeen Central 64-27. Douglas and Pierre going on at Douglas tonight. That's an 8 o'clock Mountain start. O'Gorman boys leading Aberdeen Central 29-13 at halftime at Aberdeen Central. T area boys and Watertown in a close game at the Watertown Civic Arena at 37-36. 5 minutes left in the third quarter in that ball game. Yankton leading Jefferson 42-39, just under a minute left in the third quarter at Yankton High School. I believe that would be a little bit of an upset if Yankton can beat Jefferson. Roosevelt boys and Harrisburg, that's probably the game of the night, 3 versus 1. That game is at Roosevelt High School. Roosevelt leading Harrisburg in a low-scoring game, 24-19, start of the third quarter. Pierre boys leading Douglas at Pierre, 51-30, start of the fourth quarter. And at 7:30, that game's underway. Just no score report. Huron boys at 4-4 hosting Brookings at 1-6. So a little bit weekly outlook for us. We got a lot going on. So tonight's game obviously over now. Knights girls win against Aberdeen Central 64-27. We'll be back on the air on Thursday night here at O'Gorman. Lady Knights hosting Sioux Falls Lincoln. Looking probably around about a 6:45 tip-off for that one. Friday night, the boys then host Lincoln. About 6:45 again, tip-off time. It'll be fun seeing Coach Roby's boys back in action, who've been on the road for a while now. And then on Saturday, it's a doubleheader versus Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 2:30 girls, 4 o'clock. Boys games might start a little bit before that with Keeter time, obviously, on Saturday afternoon. So we got a busy week, 5 games this week for the O'Gorman Lady Knights and Knights. So again, tonight's final, the Lady Knights 64, Aberdeen Central 27. O'Gorman girls move to 7-0 on the season. Aberdeen Central falls to 8-2. Thank you so much for all the O'Gorman viewers, all the Aberdeen viewers listening, watching tonight on our YouTube channel. We'll see you back here Thursday night for the girls versus Sioux Falls Lincoln. Go Knights.